Hi, welcome to Maree. My name's Sue, and yes, I've lost my voice. I've been sick for about a week, but I'm going to share a video today. Today is a revised version of my best ever gluten-free fruitcake, and it's all made in one pot. So I won't talk a great deal, or I'll try and talk, but if you want to see how I make my best gluten-free Christmas cake or fruitcake, come with me and let's see. I've got everything measured out here, and I've got my notes here just so I can have a look on my computer. So we've got unsalted butter that I've chopped, 125 grams. We just pop all of this in the pot. 1 tin of crushed pineapple. This cake has no alcohol. I've got 2 types of sugar. I have 90 grams of brown sugar and 100 grams of white sugar, and I'll pop some other measurements above. I'm doing 2 types of dried fruit. I've got 350 grams of raisins and 150 grams of chopped prunes. I don't really like peel, so I haven't done mixed fruit with peel, but if you want to do mixed fruit, feel free, or do your own combination. I'm going to get that all heated up. So this will take about 10 to 15 minutes to melt and combine, and then we'll do the next step. Everything is melted, so I'm going to switch this off and rest it for 5 minutes. So while you're waiting, you can turn the oven on to 160 degrees C with a fan. I'll pop some other temperatures above, and you can prepare your cake tin. I'm doing it in my 23 centimetre or 9 inches round tin. I've greased it with butter, lined it with paper, and I always just pop it on a tray. This just is easy to get in and out of the oven. Next step, we need to add 1 teaspoon of baking soda into this mixture. And just mix that around. And you'll notice it goes all foamy and bubbly, and don't tip it over like I just did. I say in my notes to cool it for another 10 minutes, but I'm going to keep moving just so I can show you how to do everything. And I'm doing a combination of ground hazelnuts. So I've got 70 grams of ground hazelnuts. In my previous one I did ground almonds. And we're going to add in all these spices. I previously did mixed spice, but I know many people all over the world can't get mixed spice because it's really only a thing in Australia and the UK. So I've done my own combination of Christmas spices. 1/4 teaspoon of ground cloves, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of ground ginger, 1 teaspoon of nutmeg, and I freshly ground my nutmeg today, and 1/8 teaspoon of coriander, ground coriander. So I'm just going to pop that all in. You can sift it. I'm going to sift the other ingredients. I've got teff flour, and previously I did it with buckwheat flour, but I've been experimenting, wanting to use teff flour for a project at my uni. This 130 grams. And in here I've got 50 grams of tapioca flour. The reason I'm adding the dry ingredients today, because I'm doing it quickly for the video, I wanted to ensure that the hot liquid and I didn't disturb the balance of the ingredients by adding eggs into a hot liquid. So I'm doing this first. But ideally you can let it all cool for 10 minutes before you add the balance of the ingredients. And I've got 2 large eggs here, and I'm just going to whisk those with the fork. Now I haven't experimented doing this without the eggs, but I'll pop in my notes that you could probably do a flax egg or 2 flax eggs. And if you wanted to try and make it vegan, you could add vegan butter. Now I can't remember if I've done the baking powder. So I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of baking powder. I should have sifted that. So let me grab the sift. You can tell I'm sick. I'm not thinking clearly, but I really wanted to share this with you. Okay, I think we're good now. Everything's here. I'm just going to combine it. So grab your tin and we're going to pour everything in. That's how quick it is. Okay, now this only takes 40 minutes in the oven. The oven timer went off, so it's preheated. I just like to tap it a few times to get any air bubbles out, and I'm going to bake it for 40 minutes. So the cake's all cooked. When I checked it at 40 minutes, it looked a bit soft. So I turned the oven off and I left it in there for another 10 minutes. And I've just checked it. And it comes out clean. But what we need to do now is we need to let it completely cool before we slice into it and do a taste test. So I'm going to come back tomorrow and wait and cut it for you then. Hi, it's the next day and I'm slowly getting my voice back. We've got our cake ready to cut. Look at that delicious fruitiness. I'm going to try a little piece. I've got all the scraps here. It's lovely and moist. I think my little Victorinox knife might be better. Because I used the white teff flour, it's quite light in colour today, but it's really fruity. This cake is so moist. And I love the combination of raisins and plums or prunes. And there's not too much other fruit going on in there. And the spices are so good. Yum. So if you've like me and you've got teff flour in your cupboard and you want to experiment with a gluten-free fruit cake for Christmas, give this recipe a go. Let me know in the comments below if you try it and you love it. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll pop a few other recipes from previous years that I've done for fruit cake. Thank you for watching and have a Merry Christmas. Hej då from Sweden.